Hello, G. Atma Namaste. Welcome.
Namaste.
How are you all? Must.
Good.
Shall we start? All well?
Yes.
Good. Let's begin. Hands on heart to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. Humbly we invoke for your divine energies, divine love, light, and power. Thank you for your divine guidance, divine love, divine understanding, divine help, inner healing and physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly of all the spiritual practices and all the study of spirituality in our daily lives at all levels. We thank you for your priceless blessings, priceless love. Humbly we invoke our spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chua Kok Sui. Please take the name of your spiritual teacher here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your priceless blessings. To his spiritual teacher, Mahanatma Mahaguruji Mailing. To all the great ones, to all the spiritual elders, spiritual guides, to the great white brotherhood, to our divine spark, to our divine soul, higher soul, the incarnated soul, we thank you. To all the higher souls of all the participants present here and those who will join later, humbly, we are so grateful for your priceless blessings. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you in full faith. Thank you for removing the ego, the spiritual ego within us. Thank you for harmonizing our hormones, for the better conductivity and better receptivity. Thank you for activating our brain cells to be able to register and be receptive towards all the teachings and blessings being passed during this session. We thank you in full faith. We thank you. Hands in receptive position. Let us chant the mantra Om 3 times. Let us increase our energies and capacities to receive abundant energies. Let us raise our hands in blessings position in this oneness. Let us chant the great invocation. Visualize Mother Earth in front of us. Visualize the divine light is entering into our crown chakras and descending from our hands onto the Mother Earth. The great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May the world teacher return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the will of every person, every being. the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on each one of us. Let us be not only talking about doing something good for others, but actually acting out this goodness. Keeping ourselves out of our comfort zones and helping our brothers at all levels, physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, at cosmic levels. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it permanently seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on earth. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on each one of us. So be it. May every person, every being on Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with conductivity, with receptivity, and a right connection with the strong Antakarna, spiritual God, as a bridge of light to its higher soul, divine spark, and ultimately to the Supreme Parabrahman, with the help and blessings of their spiritual teachers, spiritual guides. So be it. As I will, so be it. Let us stabilize the energies. Good. Open your eyes with a sweet big smile. Just give me a minute. Okay. Good. All right. We are on page number. Help me find. We are on page number.
Page 17.
Paragraph.
Ma'am, actually, we have finished last day, last line of 16, page 16. That is, we have seen already that is quite separate and distinct from light, heat, etc. But nevertheless, it's यहाँ से start होगा. We start from here, page 16, last line.
Furthermore, just as the particles of the dense, huh?
It's a diagram 2. Diagram 2, yes. You have just finished before that. Physical plane is sevenfold and there are 7 varieties of it. We have seen already. This was the last line.
Okay, we have seen already.
Yes.
Okay, that is page number 17. That is page number 17. Okay, let's again take the other paragraph which you have already read. So prana or the vital exists on all the planes, physical, astral and mental, etc. Prana, the one life, is the nave to the which are attached the 7 spokes of the universe wheel. So the compiler says here that the prana exists not only on the physical plane or on the physical body, but actually on the different layers of our body. That means the physical layer, then the etheric layer, then astral body, and then mental body. So prana exists not only inside the physical body, but actually in different layers of the human existence. Okay. And it is also said that in one life, which is attached 7 universal spokes, which we are going to read now. Hymn to the prana. अथर्वा वेदा में भी इसके बारे में बात की हुई है. We are here, however, concerned only with its appearance and methods of work in the lowest, the physical plane. So far we are only working with the prana, with the physical plane. और इसको भी understand करने में मुश्किल हो रही है लोगों को. That if we are talking about this, we can say that there is no prana inside. But if we are saying we are like people say that there's energy inside, but when we are talking about to controlling that energy, they feel, how can it be possible, right? So this what everybody like has the same issue of explaining it. Yeah, does it make sense to you all? Hey Suruchi, you're looking very good today, huh? With those, what you're wearing in your ears.
Yeah, thank you. After a long time, I tried.
So you have just come from the party, or you're just about to leave for the party?
Nowhere, I'm at home only.
That's an inspiration that even if you are home, you should be, always ready.
Yeah, I'm trying that thing.
Yes, that's a good part, huh? I must
Yeah,
also
thank you.
learn that. Okay. Sympathetic, okay. It must also be noted that prana on the physical plane is sevenfold. That is, there are 7 varieties of it. We have seen already that prana is quite separate and distinct from light, heat, etc. But nevertheless, its manifestation on the physical plane appears to depend upon sunlight. For when sunlight is abundant, prana also appears in abundant. And where sunlight is absent, prana is also deficient. So, this is what we read. So, the source of prana into our physical body is Lord Surya through the sun. And when sun is abundant in nature, abundant around us, that means prana is also abundant around us. So it's not that if we are doing healing, some people ask, how do you do healing? Do you have that much energy? We are just a channel of, absorbing the energies and then transferring or transferring those energies to the patient who is unable to get it directly because of his ill health. Okay. And similarly, when there is sunlight in abundance around us, similarly the prana is equally abundant around us. That is why some people are more better. Like for example, अगर कोई बहुत बीमार होता है, they say कि मैं दिन में ठीक रहता हूँ, रात को ज़्यादा तकलीफ होती है, राइट? बिकॉज प्राणा नहीं है आसपास में और एक बॉडी जो ऑलरेडी बहुत बीमार है और वो एब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर पा रहे प्राणा, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द हेल्प ऑफ हीलर्स दे आर टेकिंग द प्राणा. I mean, like they are, regulating the prana. So that is why some people, asthmatic patients, have problems during late evenings because there is less prana. They are unable to breathe. So similarly, it is written here. Yes. You are muted. Unmute yourself, please.
When we do healing at night and Surya Dev absent at that time, so how we get prana?
Because we are trained like that. We know how to absorb the prana. I am generally talking about oxygen level is less. Scientifically, it is also proven oxygen level is less at night and during the day oxygen level is more. Similarly, the prana is excessive, abundant in nature during the daytime and it is lesser at night. That doesn't mean it's not there. It is there, but in comparison to day and night, there's a difference. Okay? Prana emanates from the sun and enters some of the ultimate physical atoms which float about in the earth's atmosphere in countless myriads. Although we say that this pranic force enters the physical atoms, it does not do so from outside. It enters from the higher dimensions, the fourth and and so appear to the clairvoyant as wheeling up within the atom. So from the sun, it enters somehow on a different level to our physical atoms. It mixes up and then starts circulating into the physical body. Clear so far? Let's move ahead. There are two types forces. There are there are thus two forces which enter the atom from within. The will force of the logos, which holds the atom together in its proper shape, that is in form of our physical body or in the physical body of any person, of animals, of other beings on present on earth. And number two is the pranic force, which is the will force of the logos, which holds the atom together in a proper shape. So logos are the gods associated to different planets. It is important to note that prana comes from the second aspect of solar deity, that is solar logo, and from the solar deity. So the prana from the solar system, from the sun, it comes from the second aspect of solar deity. Whereas the will force emanates the third aspect, that is number one is the light aspect, number two is the loving aspect, and number three is the will aspect. The effect of prana on atoms is entirely different from that of electricity, light, heat, or other expressions. So if you see here, there are different aspects from which the prana enters into the atom. That is, both forces welling up together from the another dimensions. Number one is the will force of the logos. Number two is the vitality force of the logos. Electricity rushing through the atoms deflects them and holds them in a certain way, also imparts to them a separate and distinct vibration rate. Any of the vibrants of Foucault, that is the electricity, light of or heat, cause an oscillation of the atom as a whole. An oscillation the size of which is enormous as compared with that of the atom itself. These forces, of course, acting on the atom from without. That is, when it enters, it starts oscillating. That means it starts vibrating on a certain level that it starts expelling. That is why when we inhale and exhale, and after that when we scan, the energies are in expanded form. There are more energies when we inhale and exhale, right? And when we do shallow breathing, that is from our chest, so the energy is different in comparison to the energies when inhale and exhale through our navel, when we do deep abdominal breathing. Students of occultism will be familiar with the shape and structure of the ultimate physical atom, the smallest particle of matter on the physical plane, out of combinations of which are made the various combinations we know as solid, liquid, gas, etc. In the drawings in this book, therefore, these ultimate physical atoms are indicated as outlines only. So these are just the outlines. This is not the whole anatomy of the structure of the physical atom. Please remember this. This is just the outline to help us understand the concept. Okay. Next page, page number 20. The force of prana then radiated from the sun enters some of the atoms in the atmosphere and causes them to glow. So when they enter, it brings the light aspect, and also that it has more energy, more prana. When there is more energy, more prana, automatically the structure of the atom will start glowing. Such an atom charged with this additional life has a six-fold power of attraction. That means once it is charged, it has 6 times more power than the one which was not having it. More power of attraction. Okay? These it arranges in a definite form, making what is termed in occult chemistry a hyper meta proto element. A combination of matter on the subatomic subplane. This combination, however, differs from all others so far observed, in that the force which creates it and holds it together comes from the second aspect of the solar deity instead of from the third. Why it is from the second aspect? Because it has power in it. Third aspect is willpower. And first aspect is love power. So love is even not sufficient. The will is not required. So it comes with the force, the power aspect. This form is known as the vitality globule and is shown in the appendant drawing, which is enlarged form that on occult chemistry. So when it comes, so this is the atom. The earlier one was the size of the earlier one atom is this much small, okay? But when lots and lots of abundant energy enters into it, the size became bigger and there were subatoms being created automatically. Got it? Clear? When these subatoms are automatically being created, the original atom is this. This is the original atom. And it makes these other subatomic structures of within the vitality globule. So some people say when we see vitality globule, we are seeing white light, we are seeing multiple lights, we are seeing rainbow lights. So every person sees the vitality globule as per their understanding. So that means it is full of prana, lots and lots of energies are there. That is why it is very much important to breathe, do breathing exercises first thing in the morning, early morning. Because at that time when जब सूर्य की किरण आती है तब एकदम से जो एनर्जीज आती हैं पूरे अर्थ के ऊपर, उस समय पर जब हम डीप ब्रीदिंग करते हैं या ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइजेस करते हैं, देन ऑटोमेटिकली वो पूरे डे के लिए रिचार्जिंग हो जाती है. ना हमें कोई वाइटामिन्स खाने की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, ना हमें कोई ये ताकत का कुछ खाने की ज़रूरत पड़ती है कुछ, because we are already getting what our body needs, what our body is requiring. Other than that, whatever we are eating, that is like we are just eating it for our own self, और for purposely or knowingly or unknowingly, no matter. But जब हम खा रहे हैं और जब हम उसको absorb कर रहे हैं, that is completely different. That is the immediate. जब हम कोई गोली खा रहे हैं, मल्टीवाइटामिन्स हैं, वो अगले दिन जाके असर करेगा या शाम तक जाके असर करेगा. बट जब हम इनहेल एक्सेल कर रहे हैं, विद इन 1 minute आवर ऑरा विल इंक्रीज, आवर एनर्जी विल इंक्रीज. इवन पीपल, लोगों के डिप्रेशन तक छूटे हैं इस चीज़ से. सो इट्स वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. This little group is the exceeding brilliant bend upon the male or positive snake in the chemical element oxygen, and it is also the heart of the central globe in radium. The globules, on account of their brilliance and extreme activity, can be seen by almost anyone who cares to look. आप कोई भी देख सकता है vitality globules. जो देखना चाहते हैं उनको दिखता है vitality globules. Darting about in the atmosphere is in immense number, especially on a sunny day. When the sun is bright, you can easily see it. The best way to see them is to face directly away from the sun and focus the eyes a few feet away with a clear sky as background. Brilliant as in is the globule, it is almost colorless and may be compared to white light. So जितना ज़्यादा strengthen होगा, strong होगा, उतना clear दिखेगा vitality globule और white light से भरा हुआ होगा. कहीं से कम कहीं से ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. You'll see bright stars. So हमने देखना कैसे है? So on a sunny day, go out, choose one point on a clear sky and try to look for a minute. Then you will see सूरज को नहीं देखना, सूरज से परे देखना है. Okay? So हम अगर उसको ध्यान से देखेंगे clearly without try not to blink your eyes. When we don't blink our eyes, so we make focus. जब हम focus करके देखेंगे, we'll see lots and lots of stars are there falling upon us, and it's us who have to absorb those energy white globules. It has already been remarked that although the force which vivifies these globules is quite different from light, it nevertheless appears to depend upon light for its power of manifestation. This can also be used as the power of manifestation of the any affected organ. You can visualize them getting healed. That is also equally by inhaling to that part and exhaling. So you can manifest the disease to go away from that affected part. In brilliant sunshine, this vitality is constantly wailing up afresh, and the globules are generated in incredible numbers. But in cloudy weather, there is a great diminution in the number of globules formed, and during the night, the operation appears to be entirely suspended. आप नहीं देख सकते रात को. During the night, therefore, we may be said to be living upon the stock manufactured during the previous day or during the day. So अब समझ में आई कि हम रात को जब healing कर रहे हैं, we are actually inhaling the stock in the warehouse, and we are doing the healings or we are doing our breathing. And although it appears practically impossible that it should ever be entirely exhausted, so it is impracticable, impractical to think that it is not there. वो है ही नहीं, रात को होता ही नहीं है. So it is impractical to think. It never goes entirely exhausted. It is there. Does run low when there is a long succession of the cloudy days. It is, of course, the work of the physical elemental to defend the body and to assimilate vitality, as will be described in detail in the next chapter. In order to recuperate the physical body, whilst the physical body is awake, the nerves and muscles are kept tenses, ready for instant action. When the body is asleep, the elemental lets the nerves and muscles relax and devotes himself especially to the assimilation of vitality. This accounts for the strong recuperative power of sleep, even of momentary nap. That is why थोड़ी देर के लिए भी अगर हम सोते हैं, we feel so energetic, because during that time our body goes in an auto mode zone. And some people, they have bio alarms at the time of 3:30, पौने 4 बजे, 3, 3:15, 3:30 बजे एक सुसु अलार्म आता है सबको. What is that? That is actually our body is in need of having a gasp of energy, which our body, when is sleeping, cannot prepare it or cannot absorb it. So automatically our brain alarms us to get up, take a small walk and come back and sleep. Then we sleep in a much sound way. हमें बहुत अच्छे से नींद आती है, because काफ़ी टाइम से बॉडी विदाउट मूवमेंट पड़ी हुई होती है, और उसके बाद में when we go and then come back to sleep, तब पता ही नहीं चलता सुबह के 6 बज गए, 7 बज गए, उठने का टाइम हो गया. The elemental works most successfully during the early part of the night when there is a copious supply of vitality. In the daily cycle, the supply of globule is at its lowest ebb in the small hours of the morning before sunrise, and this is one reason why so large a proportion of deaths occur during those hours early in the morning, because already there is less oxygen, लेस वाइटैलिटी ग्लोब्यूल. सुबह के जो सूरज के उगने से पहले, यानी कि 3, 4, 5, 6 बजे तक जो भी टाइम है, उस समय पर ज़्यादा डेथ्स होती हैं, क्योंकि वाइटैलिटी ग्लोब्यूल्स, प्राणा जो है बिल्कुल नीचे आ चुका होता है. अब सन आएगा तो नेक्स्ट डे का बनेगा ना, उस डे का, है ना, और वो बिल्कुल लास्ट मार्जिन बच जाता है. तभी हम देखते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं कि जितने लोग जो ऑलरेडी बीमार चल रहे होते हैं, या तो वो अर्ली मॉर्निंग में उनकी डेथ होती है ज़्यादातर, या बहुत सर्दी हो या फिर बहुत गर्मी हो और दोपहर के टाइम पे डेथ होती है. राइट? Hence also the saying that an hour's sleep before midnight is worth 2 after it. Similarly, of course, the supply of prana is at a lower ebb in winter than in summer. Winters में और भी कम हो जाता है प्राणा का लेवल. तो क्या इसका मतलब है कि हमें 2-3 बारी सूसू करने के लिए उठना पड़ता है? So it can be possible, you know. Our body would be in habit of getting more energy. Yes, Ranjana.
Yeah, I mean Russia, which is the coolest zone of the world, how they survive?
That is why only the people who can survive lives there. If we'll be asked to live there, would it be possible? When they take birth, they are the only native ones who are already living since ages, and the generations and their physical bodies have been developed like that. And when they give birth to a child, the child's body is automatically being developed like that, that they can also live in those coldest zones of the world. So their body is like that. If they have to come and stay at our place, they won't be able to, because they are in habit of living in that place, in those places. And if we'll be asked to go there and live, we won't be able to, because हमारी bodies ही वैसे नहीं बनी हुई हैं. सो धीरे धीरे करके एटॉमिक चेंज आते 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 जनरेशन से जनरेशन तक ये फॉर्मुलेशन चलता है. इट्स नॉट वन टाइम थिंग. Further, as prana is poured forth not only on the physical but also on all planes, emotion, intellect, and spirituality will be at their best under clear skies and with the inestimable aid of sunlight. When the people are depressed, when the people are in depression, depressed or ill, डॉक्टर उन छोटे बच्चों को भी, जब छोटे बेबीज होते हैं, उनको बोलते हैं डॉक्टर्स 1 घंटा सुबह धूप में लेके बैठो अर्ली मॉर्निंग, पहली किरण दूसरी किरण में, है ना. जो लोग बुजुर्ग हो जाते हैं या जो डिप्रेशन में होते हैं, डॉक्टर्स उनको बोलते हैं इनको थोड़ा धूप में बिठाओ, बाहर खुली हवा में बिठाओ, है ना. और इवन बोन्स के स्ट्रक्चर को भी, जिनके ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस होता है या जिनको हड्डियों की प्रॉब्लम होती है, डॉक्टर से इनको बाहर धूप में बिठाओ. सेरेब्रल पाल्सी के बच्चों को डॉक्टर धूप में बिठाने के लिए बोलते हैं. Why? So that the prana which is not there inside the body, or in a lesser, not there is not the right thing, is lesser in quantity. They are asked to sit, so that a person who is undergoing a depressive thoughts, अगर आपको कोई depressive thoughts आ रही हैं, आप पानी की बॉटल 1 बॉटल लीटर की लेके बैठ जाओ धूप में. गर्मियों में नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स, सुबह सुबह अर्ली मॉर्निंग या सर्दियों की धूप में. You will see drastic change in your emotions and thoughts. It may also be added that even the colors of etheric prana correspond to some extent to similar hues at the astral level. Hence, right feeling and clear thought react on the physical and assist the later to assimilate prana and thus maintain vigor health. So, first it happens to the physical body, and then similarly, the right feeling, clear thoughts react on the physical and then assist to the later assimilate the prana. That means first we will think, first we will feel good, I'm feeling relaxed, एंड देन वील से कि अभी कुछ थॉट्स आने ही बंद हो गए, मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आ रहा क्या सोचूं, खाली दिमाग चल रहा है, अभी मेरे को कुछ नहीं सोचना है या मैं कुछ सोच ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ. सो दैट इज़ अनदर लेवल. एंड देन थर्ड लेवल इज़ दैट वी फील एनर्जेटिक and we feel good. That means we have more, lots and lots of energy, and we are not lazy enough. Thus, find an interesting light thrown on the intimate connection between spiritual, mental, emotional health and the health of the physical body, and are reminded of the well-known saying of Lord Buddha that the first step on the road to nirvana is perfect physical health. The first road to nirvana is perfect physical health. और अगर कुछ लोग बोलते हैं हमें मेडिटेशन में आजकल मज़ा नहीं आ रहा या ध्यान नहीं लगता या कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा, कहाँ पे गड़बड़ है फिजिकल बॉडी में? मास्टर च्वा भी हमें बार बार इंसिस्ट करते हैं क्या करने के लिए मेडिटेशन से पहले? फिजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस. सो व्हेन वी आर फिजिकली फिट, वी आर फिजिकली cleansed, automatically our meditations will increase their levels. The vitality globule, once charged, remains as a subatomic element and does not appear to be subject to any change or loss of force unless and until it is absorbed by some living creatures. So जब तक वो एब्जॉर्ब कम्प्लीटली नहीं होगा, एक बार ही सब एक एटम का सब एटम्स बन गए, सो वो वहीं रहेंगे, वो चार्ज होते रहेंगे बार बार. That is why when we initially when we start scanning, when we learn scanning, हमें नहीं आ रही होती है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे हैंड्स में उतनी सेंसिटिविटी नहीं होती. जब आप एक बार ही अंडरस्टैंड कर लेते हो कंसेप्ट क्या है, स्कैनिंग कैसे हो रही है, हमें एनर्जी कैसे फील हो रही है, फिर हमारे हाथों में वैसे चार्जिंग होने लग जाती है कि हम हाथ उठा के ऐसे घुमाते हैं, वी आर एबल टू स्कैन द एनर्जी. राइट और राइट, इट हैपन्स. हाँ, any questions so far? Please ask.
What is the best time to get this in the morning? Like after 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Time changes with weather. Time changes with weather. सर्दियों में of course 8 बजे के बाद, 7, 7:30 बजे के बाद. बट गर्मियों में तो हम जल्दी से ले सकते हैं.
Okay, thank you.
Before proceeding to study the extremely interesting and important subject of absorption of prana in the physical body, we must first study the mechanism in the etheric double by means of which this process is affected. So first we will be studying about it is very much interested to understand that how prana is being absorbed by the physical body and then how the whole mechanism work. उससे पहले ये फोर्स काम कैसे करती है एनर्जी बॉडी पर, हम उसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे. दैट इज चैप्टर नंबर 3, फोर्स सेंटर्स. सो फोर्स सेंटर्स हम कल पढ़ेंगे एंड देन हम कल पढ़ेंगे फोर्स सेंटर और उसके बाद देखेंगे कि फिजिकल बॉडी में ये असर कैसे करते हैं. ओके, गुड टू गो. एनी क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर? So far so good. If any of you have any problems or any questions or problems in understanding the concept, please do write in the comment box for about your questions, and please don't feel hesitant to ask for your queries. Thank you very much for joining in. Let's do the closing invocation. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for your priceless blessings. Thank you for divine light, love, and power, for illumination, for abundance, peace, and prosperity. We thank you. Thank you for expanding our mental capacities to understand the concept of theosophy and spirituality. We are much grateful. Thank you to our spiritual teacher and all the spiritual teachers, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, angels, archangels, healing ministers for this divine understanding. With deepest gratitude, respect, and with lots and lots of love to all the beings present here with us. Atma, Namaste. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Thank you. Stay tuned. Good luck. Bye bye.